Hey everyone, just starting another episode of Unleashed. It's Pup Twigs here, and I've got as our guest today is Pup Czar from Montreal, Canada. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm doing fine, and you? How are you?
I am doing great. So
Good.
you're our first one that we hadn't had a hood on, but I'm just going to ask you anyway. What colors did you choose for your hood?
I'm a orange puppy.
Orange
I got
puppy?
my I got my other hood
Oh,
there.
there it is. I see it. So what made you choose orange?
I don't know. I just really like that color. Makes me feel at home.
Okay, and that's good. So, how long have you been a pup?
I've been a pup since at least 2018. It wasn't really until 2020 that I settled on the name, and I started to feel confident enough to interact with others in the community.
Okay, all right, good. So, did you select a born date for Pup Czar? I know some pups pick a specific date and some don't.
Uh, Not exactly a date, but I just choose a month, and that was it. April
Okay,
2018.
April 20th, so 420. So
So
yesterday was your birthday.
So one month my birthday.
Yeah. So, what drew you to wanting to be a pup and be in the pup community?
Oof. Well, I always felt like I was part of the furry community, but there was like something missing. Not sure how I can explain it. Like later on, I also went into the world of BDSM, and sure,
Okay.
it worked, but again, something was missing. Took like a real time to find about pet play and puppy play and all that, and like, oh, that's what that's what I want to do. That's how I.
Okay. And then that works for me as well. So being in it for a little while now, what has been the easiest and what has been the most difficult part of being in the pup community?
I had a really hard childhood, honestly, so I really had to just be perfect, to not be myself. So it's so hard for me sometimes to connect like from my true self to others.
Uh-huh.
I'm really in my shell since I won't, yeah,
And
I'm
so
just in my
that
yeah.
sounds
Go
like
ahead.
that was the difficult part. Has there been anything that has been easy for you being in the pup community?
I'm really surprised how easy it was to just meet other people and be social, play with them.
Okay, and I
Just
get you on that too.
it's like I found my crowd.
I hear you. So is there anything about the pup community, if you could, would you change it?
I'd like to see more women, cis or trans, like in the spotlight in the community.
Okay.
There's quite a few, but it's always men that I see. It's fine. I like men, but
Yeah,
I just,
it's male dominated, but I'm
mhm.
starting to see more and more females join in, which is really good to see.
Yeah. Where I am in Montreal, there's quite a few, but just when I look at the international scene, like where I cannot find a single one.
Yeah, you're correct there. So, what kind of hobbies do you have, whether it be as your human form or as a pub czar? What kind of hobbies do you like to do?
I've got quite a few. I'm a really avid reader. I've got like a huge collection of books. They're more like collecting dust at the moment, but they're here. I also play a lot of video games, but my tastes aren't really like the most popular games, so
Or do you
I
really?
have a hard time connecting with others about that.
Or do you? Well, my next question, I can already see you have one, but I was going to ask if you had any pets, but I see one there in the camera.
Oh, yeah, I got two kitties there, two black
Oh,
kitties. Doesn't
uh,
really show much well with my bed.
yeah, I've got three cats, so love cats.
Yeah, they're really
So
quiet.
do
I
you?
love them.
So do you identify as a beta, omega, or an alpha as a pup?
I tend to consider myself as a beta.
Beta.
Just yeah. I do like the idea of being an alpha sometimes, but I just really like to switch things up, you know.
Yes. I'm the same way. I consider myself a beta as well. So in Montreal, do you all have any pup packs there? Or are you a member of any of the pup groups there?
We've got quite a few. I went out to try to join one, but just it's really hard to schedule stuff, so kind of gave up on it.
Okay.
I do have a boyfriend, a pup boyfriend. His name's
Okay.
Silu, and he's deaf, so it's kind of hard to speak sometimes.
Sure. Do you also do sign language?
I know a bit. I'm currently learning LSQ. LSQ. It's a Quebec Sign Language.
Oh, nice. Well, very good. I'm so happy to see that and everything. So, if you had to give some advice to someone that is just now wanting to get into the pup community, what kind of advice would you give them?
I tell him like it's a really huge movement, like worldwide at the moment. There's a there's pretty much local communities all around us. They're always open to meet new people and all that. And if you live in the middle of nowhere, like online communities are fine too.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
And
So
just
that
say,
brings
oh,
that brings me
sorry.
to the question that I try to have each pup leave for the next pup. And is there any kind of question that you would want to ask the next pup that I interview?
Sure, I like to ask them where do your name come from? It can be a really nice story to tell.
Okay, that's a good question to ask here. And so let me ask you the question. This one came from Pup Kai out of York, United Kingdom. And he wanted to know, what can we do as individuals to make the community as inclusive as possible to everyone?
Oof.
And
This
that's
one
kind
is
of
a
going
good.
back to wanting more females into the pup community.
Yeah, it is a really good question actually. Lately in the Montreal group, we've been starting to say more like humanimals and talk more about pet play than just pup play. We've also been making sure all of our events are gender inclusive and all that.
Okay. Do they have just about events going every night in Montreal, or at least every weekend?
We've got quite a few. First Saturday of the month, it's the Kink Academy, which is in a local dungeon where Puppy plays, Puppy and her friend plays. But we
Good.
also got on the third Saturday every month Pup Mush in a local place where people play together, balls, fetch, and all that. There's the 5 to 7, the happy hours at the local bar right after. We also do quite other irregular events. I organized last month a lunch at the Sugar Shack. It was really fun.
Oh, nice. So let's say some other pups view these podcasts that I post, and they would want to reach out to you and say hi or whatever. Do you have any social medias that you would care to share that they could reach out to you on?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. My handle is Czar_puppy. I've also got Facebook Zarp too, but I use it more for friend and people I know in real life.
Okay. Okay. Well, anything else that you would want to add to this podcast?
Oh, I think that was it. I really enjoyed my time with you. Thank you.
All right. Well, hang with me just a moment, but I just want to say thank everyone for watching. This is Pup Twigs with along with Pup Czar from Montreal, Canada. Would you mind saying goodbye, maybe in French for our audience that watches?
Au revoir. Ruff, ruff.
See you later. Au revoir.